Originally from Bergen, Norway, Rudy had been an Olympic skier, and a marksman in the Second World War. Now he was a frail but lively old fellow living in a studio apartment on the 19th floor of a high-rise in downtown Vancouver. His caregivers, each one different and each one more clueless than the one before, showed up on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays to clean the flat and bathe him and shop for groceries or medicines. What they largely and consistently managed to accomplish was to infuriate him with their inattention to details or memory of what went where. Rudy's main focus in life on these days when I was a weekly volunteer visitor was his complicated but apparently profitable sports betting. The large screen TV was on 24/7, of course, and if somewhere in the world a hockey, soccer, football, baseball, or basketball game was in progress, Rudy was glued to the set and snapping up those sports lotto tickets by the carload. One day I arrived and there was no answer on the intercom. I got the building manager to let me in. Rudy's door was locked and he didn't respond to my knocks and yelling in the hallway. So the building manager very reluctantly came up to the 19th floor and put his master key to Rudy's door. Rudy was lying naked and unconscious on the floor. He was shivering. I knew that among his many ailments, diabetes was right at the top of the list. I called 911 at once, and while covering Rudy with a blanket and slipping a small pillow under his head, urged the manager to get his ass downstairs and let the paramedics in. The emergency response team showed up in minutes, and as they always do so beautifully, took perfect charge. A few days later, I went to St. Paul's Hospital to visit the old guy. Two nurses were talking in the hallway in front of the ward nurses station. I said, "Hi," and they glared at me and then continued their conversation as if I were a phantom. In due course, the older woman turned to me and threw me an imperious "yes." I said, "Well, usually when I say hello to people, they tend to say hello right back, but I see that was some sort of a challenge for you." Well, a bit of a parry here, a jab there, and finally I was allowed to know which room Rudy was in. I'd only been in the room about 2 minutes when Nurse Ratchet appeared in full command, barking her set of instructions. Rudy had a simple response. "Hey, what concentration camp were you running during the war, lady?" After she hightailed it, Rudy told me about his latest tussle with the powers that be. "Yeah, the doctor says that my circulation is going. He wants to amputate my foot." "Oh?" "Yes, he says that might give me another 2 years. I told him, I don't want another 2 years. I want my fucking foot!" Pickle. Priorities are important at any age.